Okay guys, this is Alexis behind the camera. Let me just show you. And I am recording the wedding of Darby and Giovanna. Look at the beautiful view. All of these guests, they're looking at me because I'm recording. And they should be coming out now. It's a beautiful day here in Clearwater Beach, Florida. It's about 90 degrees, so it's pretty hot. I think they're about to start coming. Whew, it's hot, y'all. And I have these heels on. They're all in there getting lined up. Here they go. Oh. Janacy can't get the door. Oh, but here she is. Beautiful maid of honor.
Can y'all please rise? I'm sorry. It's not playing. Hold on. I'm going to do it. Do another way. We'll do another way.
Technical difficulties.
I apologize.
Together on this day to witness and celebrate the marriage of Darby Dennis and Giovanna Laura. We come together not to mark the start of a relationship, but to acknowledge and strengthen a bond that already exists. This ceremony is a public affirmation that bond, and as their dearest family and friends, it is to honor and privilege to stand witness to this event. This day is made possible not only because of your love for each other, but through the grace and support of your family and friends. It is our hope that your fulfillment and joy in each other will increase with each passing year. Marriage is a commitment in life where two people can find and bring out the very best in each other. It offers opportunities for sharing and growth that no other human relationship can equal. A physical and emotional joining that has the promise of a lifetime. Jordan, Giovanna, and Darby's son would like to come up and say a prayer.
Let us bow our heads in prayer. Lord, we thank you for gathering everyone here today. We ask that you help Darby and Giovanna remember the strong love that they share, to work that love into practical things that nothing can divide them. May their love always inspire them to be kind in their words, considerate of their feelings, and concerned for their other needs and wishes. Increase their faith and trust in you. Bless their marriage in peace and happiness, and make their love fruitful for your glory and their joy, both here and in eternity. Amen.
Eva would also like to come up and read a reading.
Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In the art of marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is having mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner. It is discovering what marriage can be at its best.
Seeing that no moment is without meaning, we ask that you take this marriage as the beginning of your lives together. Today signifies the creation of a new home and a new family for you both. May you be fulfilled by each other's love and friendship. May you be overjoyed by the promises you are about to make and the life together you will create. Remember that in every marriage, there are good times and bad, times of joy and times of sorrow. Marriage is a journey, a time of adventure and excitement enhanced by the love, trust, dedication, and faith you share in one another. May the promises you make to one another today be lived out to the end of your lives. Tomorrow can bring you the greatest of joys, but today is the day it all begins. Darby and Giovanna, do you, with all your friends and family as your witnesses, present yourselves willingly and of your own accord to be joined in marriage? Will you promise to care for each other in the joys and sorrows of life, come what may, and to share the responsibility for growth and enrichment of your life together? Now the couple will read their vows to express their love for each other.
But this time we both knew that this was the last of diving and settling into difficulty. One of my favorite things to do when we're with family and friends is to watch and interact with people. It draws me into you and reminds me of all the reasons why I fell in love with you to begin with. You give people a reason to remember who they are. You're a fire starter. And you reminded me of the flame that burns in my heart, in my soul, and in my mind. You challenge me and you push me to be the best version of who I am. You understand me and you get me. I love you for you completely. I love you for your insecurities and your triumphs and your failures and all kinds of your weirdness. I love your tears and I love your laughter. It's the best. It's so contagious. love you for your mistakes, and I love you for our children. I love the mother, daughter, sister, friend, and the wife that you're becoming right now. You're my best friend, and I love you because you love me back, just exactly and precisely how I needed it. Today and always, I promise to listen and to always hear you out. I promise to support you in all endeavors. I promise to always be the best mother to our children. I promise to never go to bed angry, and I promise I'll always dance with you. I promise to always be faithful. I promise I'll never just stop trying to get it right or to make it work. I promise to appreciate you, and I, Giovanni Nicole, promise to love you insanely and fiercely for the rest of our lives, and inside and out. Let's ride, let's get it.
Darby, it still amazes me the feelings you are able to produce within me. Even when we argue, the frustration, sometimes tears, and loud yelling, never can quiet the immense amount of love and admiration I have in my heart for you. The way I love you is only possible because of the path that my life led me. All of those nights with tears that fell from my face, with teenage anguish as I asked why me? And every relationship into adulthood as a single parent seemed to set in. I was starting to think that something was wrong with me. I thought maybe I was incapable of love, or being loved, or all that I could do. My sole purpose was to love my children. I had high hopes for a fairy tale, a once upon a time, but I started to lose hope, and you happened. I convinced myself I would not fall fast, and reminded myself of my disappointments in the past and my awful history. Little did I know we would have no control with our love. As the days, weeks, and months progressed, I started to see the plan that fate had set for us. As each little lesson I learned in the past, and the tears I had cried and asked why were answered. They were preparing me for the greatest love of my life, you. I don't know how or why, but we knew this was different. With similar pasts, we never worried that things would go awry. We have had unconditional, untraditional, passionate, forgiving, understanding, overwhelming, and irreparable love that has grown stronger and more beautiful each day. Now, I can't remember what day of the week you decided to like sour cream. And we have totally different tastes in movies, but I can always feel you. I know your heart because it was made for me to love. You gave me Tegan and opened up a door I never thought was possible. You embraced my three, Alexis, Jordan, and Gianni, with the same passionate whirlwind that took my soul as yours. You have taught me that being right doesn't matter as long as your heart isn't hurting and you are happy. You've battled my emotions I've kept in for so long. You've made me feel safe, and I know I'll never have to go it alone. Which is pretty good because by your side is my favorite place to be. I promise to love you with all my heart forever. I promise to love our children and always put them first. I promise to clean more than I like to. I promise not to fault you for your horrible memory. I promise to try new things. I promise to always kiss you goodnight and not be such a brat in the mornings. I promise to always dance with you. I promise to make myself go out every now and then, and I promise not to ask too much. Can we go home yet? I promise to open every song you send me in a text message, even if I've already heard it before. I promise to be the resolution you need to hear when you are upset. Then I promise to do all I can do to make it happen. I promise to never break down the same day you do. I will love you on your days of weakness as much as your days of strength. I love your ambition for our family and the vision of greatness that you've allowed me to dream. Not just for myself, but for our family. I waited without knowing I was waiting, and finally I fell into my happily ever after. A feeling that we could only describe as a big sigh and a huge smile, or BSHS, as we coined it. Because it was way too soon to say I love you, but we knew. You were custom made for me, and I for you. And I feel so lucky, blessed, to finally call you my wife. I'm proud of the woman you are, and I humbly thank your family for that. I'm in awe of the mother you are, and give credit to Tegan, who taught me I actually know what I'm doing with this whole mom thing. Lastly, I'm blown away by how well and how endlessly you love me. I need to thank my kids, Alexis, Jordan, and Gianni, for battling good years as I grew up, figuring out who I was and made so many mistakes, for supporting me and loving me more than children need to so that we could all survive. So I could fall in love with myself, so I can make it to you and give them the world, because that is exactly what all five of you are. My moon and my stars, my world and my everything. And I love you all more. Yes, it's possible.
You may repeat after me. I, Darby, take you, Giovanna, to be my wedded wife. I give to you in presence of these witnesses my promise to stay by your side in sickness and in health, in joy and in sorrow, as well as through the good times and the bad. I promise to love you without reservation, comfort you in times of distress, encourage you to achieve all of your goals, laugh with you and cry with you, grow with you in mind and spirit, always be open and honest with you, and cherish you for as long as we both shall live. And now, Giovanna, repeat after me. I, Giovanna, take you, Darby, to be my wedded wife. I give to you in presence of these witnesses my promise to stay by your side in sickness and in health, in joy and in sorrow, as well as through the good times and the bad. I promise to love you without reservation, comfort you in times of distress, encourage you to achieve all of your goals, laugh with you and cry with you, grow with you in mind and spirit, always be open and honest with you, and cherish you for as long as we both shall live. Having this love in your hearts, you have chosen to seal your vows by exchanging rings. From the earliest times, the circle has been a sign of completeness. The rings that you have neither have beginning nor end, much like your love for one another. They are a symbol of the words that you speak today. May these rings be from this day forward your most treasured adornment, and may the love they symbolize be your most precious possession. As you wear those rings, may they be constant reminders of these glad promises you make today. Darby, take this ring and place it on Giovanna's finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring, wear it with love and joy, as this ring has no end. My love is also forever. Now, Giovanna, take this ring, place it on Darby's finger, and repeat after me. I give you this ring, wear it with love and joy, as this ring has no end. My love is also forever. Darby and Giovanna, from this moment, you will never be alone. Today, as Darby and Giovanna have sealed their commitment to each other with the exchange of rings, they make a commitment to their children. We recognize the significant role that Lexi, Jordan, Gianni, and Tegan play in this marriage celebrated today. They will now join Darby and Giovanna in this commitment to each other by contribution, a part of each individual person into one blended family. Today, this relationship is symbolized through the pouring of this sand, each representing a member. As each individual sand is poured into the family's one united container, the individual containers of sand will no longer exist, but will be joined together as one. Just as these grains of sand can be separated and poured again into individual containers, so will become the bond with your family. From this day forth, You shall be more than one couple or two individuals. You shall be a loving and united family. You are a family drawn together by love and held together by devotion. Darby and Giovanna, prior to this moment, you have walked a separate path. Now you embark together on a shared path. Yet the journey is not yours alone, for you have already been blessed with beautiful children. It is the strength of your love that shall nourish you all together as a family. Darby and Giovanna, today you have stood before these witnesses and declared your intent to commit your lives to each other in marriage. You have made promises to each other and your family. Your road to this moment has not always been smooth, but you continue to fight for one another. I hope you never forget the fight and the perseverance it has taken to get to this moment. And I hope you will never forget the love and joy you feel today, because these are the values that will keep your marriage. And so, by the power vested in me by the American Marriage Ministries, I now pronounce you newlyweds. You may now kiss.
Aww.